This is Good Morning San Diego.
It is Overdose Awareness Day, and there is a need for teachers to stay informed and stay in the know on how to respond. A new drug education curriculum has been introduced. It's being developed, and the goal here is to train teachers eventually one day on what to do in case of an overdose situation, perhaps on the school campus. Mark Powell is here. He is Vice President of the San Diego County Board of Education. He has more about this new training program that is currently being developed. Good morning, Mark. Thank you so much for coming by. Now, you believe that this is a need for our teachers to know what to do, how to respond.
Absolutely. It first came on my radar screen when a couple of students in a local district overdosed. They were rushed to the hospital, and the diagnosis, or what they determined, was marijuana tainted with some substance. Most likely that substance could have been fentanyl, because that's what stops a kid from breathing, and that's why people die.
This is happening within our school districts, even here in San Diego. Many of us may not know about this for, legal reasons, privacy reasons. We don't always know that this is happening, but you
there's
are telling us that this is.
Privacy rights, when a student, any student has certain privacy rights, their minors and parents need to be involved. But the problem is that this fentanyl is showing up in street marijuana. And so kids can unwittingly smoke marijuana and end up dying. Now, what happens if a kid before school smokes marijuana? It's their first time, and they experiment between the ages of 14 and 18. That's the experimental ages. And they overdose in class. And a teacher's there watching a kid overdose. They're turning blue. They're not breathing. What's the teacher to do? Today, many teachers can't do anything other than call 911 when seconds matter, not minutes. It may be too late.
So what is this new curriculum?
So the new curriculum is designed to bring about, first of all, awareness of the drug. It's a drug education curriculum. We're partnering with the DEA to develop it, and it's also to train teachers on something called Narcan. And I have a little sample right here I can show, if you can see that.
Okay, yeah.
So this Narcan, which you'll take this dispenser off, you put it in the nostril. If a kid is overdosing, you depress it, and what it does is it reverses an opioid overdose. Not another overdose, just an opioid overdose.
I mean, that's what they use at hospitals. Doctors use this.
Police use this, fire use this, paramedics use this, and if you use it on a kid and they're not having an opioid overdose, nothing's going to happen. They might get some irritation. But in order to get this in the schools and get it in the hands of the teachers, we have to train them. That means we have to develop policies, procedures, identification. So it's a long process. However, we will save lives. I guarantee it, and that's what we're here for. We got to save lives. We're going to educate them, but we also have to save their lives, because if you can see that, and okay, this is table salt. It's not fentanyl.
Okay.
But if this were fentanyl, 3 milligrams is enough to kill an adult. And you hear about it all the time. It's not that much. It's 100 times more potent than morphine. It's very lethal. So we have to make sure that we have the tools that we need to help students.
Wow. And so what you're proposing as part of this curriculum is really you would be educating the teachers here in San Diego, and at the same time possibly getting this Narcan approved to be in the schools.
Correct.
Now, it sounds like there might be some legal challenges to this. I mean, what are you getting any pushback? In terms of, well, our teachers really their goal is to, yes, make sure our students are safe, but to teach, they're not supposed to be first responders.
Exactly. It's all part of the curriculum, because it's more involved than just saying, hey, give this to a student. Some teachers may not want to do it. Some teachers may be opposed to it. But in general, there hasn't been that much pushback, because it's used to save lives.
My last question for you, are other school districts outside of San Diego in other areas doing this that you know
I'm not sure. I think that we're going to be up front. Look, San Diego County Office of Education is setting the standards for this, and it's much different from DARE, because DARE was just say no. This is, if you don't say no, you could die. That's how serious this stuff is.
Mark Powell, Vice President of the San Diego County Board of Education. Keep us posted, please, on when the curriculum is, if in fact it gets approved, and when this is all implemented, if in fact it gets to that point.
Yeah,
Very interesting conversation.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to let the public know about this dangerous epidemic that's going on in the streets.
Yeah, without a doubt, especially with, just that Los Angeles picture.
Unbelievable.
The toxicology report, the coroner's report saying that that mixture of fentanyl, oxycodone, and alcohol.
That's so bad.
Absolutely devastating. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, a quick break and we'll be right back.